this Wednesday they thought we were here for a Knicks funeral at Madison Square Garden with the Heat coming in up 3-1. But the Knicks' big three had other plans, folks. RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and 48 minutes of Jalen Brunson is what these Knicks needed to hold off the Heat. And hold off they did, man, because in the fourth quarter, it was a Duncan Robinson show that got the Heat back into this. And then a cardiac Knick affair down the stretch where the Knicks, unable to execute, had the Garden crowd sweating it out. But the Knicks were able to get the timely buckets that they needed and the timely stops, man. 112-103. Knicks live on to fight another day. Salute to Knicks Nation once again, man. CP the Fanchise, Alex Rotaros, JD Sports Talk, the holy trinity of KnicksFanTV is in the building. Simulcasting on Bleacher Report as well as KnicksFanTV YouTube. And we are talking about a win tonight. No doom and gloom, no fired coach, no off-season talk. We got more basketball to talk about, man. So let's lock in. Hit that fire emoji, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. As the Knicks take game 5, man. And look, man, you know, we were talking about some of the adjustments that Thibs might make. And the first thing he started with was 48 points from his floor general, 48 minutes from his floor general, Jalen Brunson, man. Brunson, 38 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 12 of 22 from the field, man. Once I saw him in that second quarter, fellas, I already knew he was playing for the whole game. This is a 48-minute affair. It's do or die. We got no bench help. Josh Hart was just all in his feelings. He was a non-factor in this game whatsoever. No quickly. So we needed Brunson to give us a go. And you know, it's interesting because when I looked at this game, I said, you know, the first quarter should tell us everything. Do they have it or do they not? And the first quarter went like how most of these games have gone. Miami, the aggressor on the boards. Miami shooting out of the gates on the second chance points. Knicks turning the ball over uncharacteristically, 10 turnovers in the first half, but they were able to settle in. As I said, Brunson took over in the second quarter. Give credit to Julius Randle. He was outstanding in the third quarter, both as a scorer and a facilitator, aggressive, getting to the basket. I thought RJ Barrett had a solid game overall. Once again, another efficient night for RJ Barrett. And that's what you needed, man. The Knicks' big three literally put this team on their back and got the win, man. Al, what were your thoughts on this one, man?
Man, still like old New York Knicks basketball, man. We haven't seen any of this for the last couple of games down in Miami. So it was great to see these guys bounce back. But you mentioned that Jalen Brunson played for 48 minutes. How about our guy Quentin Grimes playing for 48 minutes?
Quentin
okay.
Grimes. Yep.
We got to give him a shout out too. And, you know, the last time you had two New York Knicks playing 48 minutes together, we have to go all the way back to 1972, fellas, with Jerry Lucas and Walt Clyde Frazier. But solid effort from both of those guys. I mean, defensive intensity was there. We dominated on the boards. Look, we got 50 rebounds tonight to the Miami Heat's 34. So that was good to see that we're back in favor of that. We had 14 offensive rebounds to the Miami Heat's 11. So when you start to control the glass that we saw from New York Knicks through the regular season, what we saw against the Cleveland Cavaliers, that's where you can know this is going to be a good favor for our team. Jalen Brunson, though, masterclass performance. I got to be rocking the 11 jersey tonight, fellas. I got to be rocking the 11 jersey tonight because this guy was in his bag. Absolutely. Didn't matter who was in front of him, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler. Didn't matter if Cody Martin was there either. This guy was going to get his, and that he did. 38 points in 48 minutes. Give it up for number 11 tonight because without that type of performance, I don't know where the New York Knicks are tonight. Okay, so if you love what you saw from Jalen Brunson, throw a window emoji in the chat for
emoji in the chat
on the YouTube channel, in the Bleacher Report app. Actually, in the Bleacher Report app, hit that fire emoji. I want to see some fire emojis right now if you're in the Bleacher Report app. Okay,
absolutely.
And CP, you talked about it. Way to bounce back for Julius Randle. The effort was there. The scoring was there. How it had to end on a Julius Randle hustle play at the end of the game to seal the deal.
That's
how Knicks. It all comes around, right? How it all comes around.
Full circle, man. JD, give us your thoughts on this game, man.
Do you believe? Do you believe, Knicks Nation? Because the Knicks now are going to Miami for Game 6. Now the pressure's on Miami because they get all the credit, but you see what the difference that one game makes. The difference that one game makes, being able to be the home team tonight for this series. You win one, you come back for Game 7. And Jalen Brunson said, he just would not let his team lose tonight. 48 minutes, man. CP, how many minutes are in the game?
48, sir. 48. And we lost your video on Bleacher Report. But go ahead, finish your take and then just work that out.
Okay. 48 minutes. Play the whole game. Would not allow the team to lose tonight. You talk about a superstar performance. This is a superstar performance by Jalen Brunson. 38 points, 10 free throws. He got to the free throw line 12 times. You talk about him. It was reported by Ian Begley today that he's getting around the clock treatment on his ankle.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is that even in this 38 performance, you still see him have trouble getting by certain players. What when he was healthy? That shows to tell you how much of a warrior performance this was. He's still not 100. He's not close to 100%. And he's giving you back-to-back 30-point games. Are you kidding me? The Knicks have a warrior. And what a performance from Jalen Brunson. What a performance from the team. 112 points at home. And thank the basketball gods. Thank everything above that they were able to pull this out at the Garden, because if it ends in Miami, it ends in Miami. But when you talk about positive vibes, you talk about energy, it is great to win a Game 5 at home. And now you take it to Miami, and you never know. Now, this performance,
game at a time.
And here's what's key about this performance, is that there was a lot that you can take. There's differences in victories, guys. If they would have won an ugly game where it was decided by the referees, or, it was unlucky plays and things of that nature, sometimes there's wins that you don't feel confidence in. You don't come out of that game with a lot of confidence. The Knicks come out of tonight with a lot of confidence when they look at the way that Randle performed, when they look at the way that Grimes performed, when they look at the way that Brunson performed. There's things to take with you to Miami, and that's with Josh Hart not having a great game, and the rotation now even shorter without Emmanuel quickly. So that's the positive to shock the world, is there's a lot of things you could take from tonight to maybe steal a game in Miami.
JD, just jump out the VMix and jump back in. Let's see if we can get your video back cracking. Salute to everybody in the chat. Bleacher Report, YouTube. How we feeling tonight? Throw an emoji in the chat. Let us know how you guys are feeling tonight, man. Zibby in the chat says Knicks in 7. Hot take. Okay, Marty says LF. Let's go, Marty. Let's go. Alex in the chat says playing Brunson 48 minutes is wild. Bye-bye, Thibs. Look, man, your season is on the line. I'm with it. You got to go with your horses, man. I'm not going with, no IQ. Call Mega text me, said we got to put in Derrick Rose. There's none of that. You're going 48 minutes with number 11, do or die. It's do or die. You're at home. You got to do what you got to do. And the way this Heat team came out the gates, he couldn't afford a second off. He had to do it. He had to do what he had to do, man. I'm all for it, man. You play your 48 minutes, you win the game, and you move on to the next one. And great job by Brunson. 34 points in Game 4. Followed up by 38 in Game 5. He's putting his money where his mouth is. Every post game, he says, I got to be better. We got to be better. And he's doing his part to get it for his squad. So great job by him. Lee in the chat said Randle did not show up tonight. He had 22, but percentage is trash. Shot selection per usual was trash. I'm gonna go the other way, man. I disagree with Lee here, fellas. I mean, you guys tell me what you think. If you look at the way the third quarter started, I thought Julius was great. Julius had 11 points and damn near 4 assists in the third quarter. God knows his percentages wasn't all that. He was 12 for 22. No, sorry, he wasn't 12 for 22. He was 7 to 13. So I don't know what he's talking about percentages. And then he went to the free throw line 10 times. So what are we talking about?
I don't know what
12.
that.
And 12 for 22 and 7 of 13 is almost the same percentage. So
Yeah,
either
exactly.
or. I thought his third quarter was his best quarter of his playoff career.
Absolutely.
Yep.
His third quarter was the best quarter of his playoff career because not only the offense, but on the other end, he had a sequence where he boxed out Bam, got an offensive rebound.
Yeah.
And I talked about that sequence there where he showed hustle on the defensive end. And I said, I'll take him to the film room for 15 minutes and I'll keep showing him that play so that he can understand how important those possessions are, how much of an impact his effort has, not only on himself, but on the rest of the team. And I talked about going into halftime, how that third quarter was going to decide the game, in my opinion, before you even get to the fourth, because it was going to be interesting to see if Thibs was going to pull the plug early because of what happened in the first quarter. Then you got the bench come in the second quarter. You got that jolt from the bench. Going into the third, I'm going to see how Thibs responds. If Randle starts 1 of 7 like he did in the first quarter, does he go to OB early and get a jolt from the bench? But Randle says, I got this for the third quarter. And you, like I always say, listen, he takes a lot of heat, deservedly so. He's a top 2 guy on his team, but you got to be fair. You got to be objective. In the third quarter, still had ups and downs.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he did enough as a number 2 option tonight to get you the victory.
The number for me, Al, is 10 free throw attempts. 10 free throw attempts. Because that just tells you that he wasn't settling for
exactly.
And if for some of you that were on the TNT coverage, the talk was that, again, he takes tough shots. He and Brunson, they are tough shot shooters. But if your shots aren't falling, you got to be aggressive and get to the free throw line. And the 10 free throw attempts, that to me is why Randle had a solid game tonight. But on top of that, I thought he was facilitating fairly well. There was a couple in the third quarter where you just like, yo, get the ball out of your hands. He finds RJ here for the 3 at the top of the key, makes another hockey assist from Grimes to Jalen Brunson. Brunson gets the 3 there. Randle was the spark for the third quarter, bro.
Absolutely. I mean, look, yeah, he shot 54% from the field. He shot over 50% just in total from the field, but he shot 57% from 3. That's what you needed. He was the reason why he was able to bust that zone defense by the Miami Heat. And then you talked about him being able to get downhill, right? But even before that, in the first half, he didn't have his shot falling. But what did he do? Brunson finds him cutting to the basket, uses his physicality, gets to the line. What does he do? He hustles for the rebound between him and Bam Adebayo. What does that do because of that hustle play? It gets him back to the line because they were in the bonus.
Yeah.
He consistently got to the line and kept this team in the game. You have to give respect for that. And then you look at the 5 assists. There's a couple others that weren't tallied on there as well. I thought his playmaking, as you know, it was on point tonight. Randle had a really good game. Okay.
Yeah,
and we talked about it. Hold on. And to be fair, right? We, like JD said, last game, the box score didn't tell you the entire story. This box score doesn't really tell you the entire story for his impact, especially that third quarter.
Yeah.
So you got to watch the game to see how Randle was so effective today. And the hustle, the defense, the one that I really liked was the one in the fourth quarter against Martin. Caleb Martin. He, one-on-one, Martin tried to drive the lane. He denied him. Okay. And that is the hustle. That is what you want to see from your top guy. Okay. You got all the criticism last game fairly. He gets all the praise this game because he was that necessary, just like Jalen Brunson tonight.
John Stark's loving it. And as we show here, Julius getting the final rebound and put back, which was the exclamation point on the game. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that fire emoji, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's see. Freddie in the chat says these boys played hard. Shout out to Grimes. That steal when he was hobbling showed strength. Zibby in the chat says facts. Freddie Grimes is a dog, bro. And as we talked about earlier as the show started, Quentin Grimes also logging a full game, 48 minutes, man. And this thing got a little hairy in the crunch time in the fourth quarter because you had, again, cardiac Knicks, as we call it. Just a comedy of errors to get the Miami Heat back into the game. RJ gets trapped in the backcourt. He gets it to Grimes. Grimes turns it over. Then on that possession, Grimes gets hurt, but then he bounces back and gets a clutch steal off of Jimmy Butler, which led to Knicks getting out in transition. So that was a great job by Grimes there. But closing this thing, man, it's like the Knicks didn't want to win this game. You had RJ throwing a Gotham lob to Mitch from half court. I was like, yo, what are we doing right now? Season is on the line, fellas. What's really going on? They called timeout. RJ picks up the 5-second violation. Next possession, Brunson almost gets called for the 8-second violation. So you had a little bit of everything, man. You had the Knicks climbing back, the Stars leading the way, and then you had a cardiac Knick affair where they almost tried to choke the whole thing away. It was a good night. It was a great night.
I can only hear your voice as I was watching that play unfold. We don't need that.
The entire final 4 minutes of the game.
Man. Thankfully, they got the win.
Yeah. Thankfully, they got the W, man. Bleacher Report chat is rocking. YouTube chat is rocking. Uptown Dre said RJ played his ass off. I'm very happy and very proud of his play. Yeah, you got to give RJ credit once again, man. Another solid night for RJ, plus 17 on the night. 26 points, 7 boards, 2 dimes, efficiency, 8 of 17. I thought he was very aggressive, finished well, 3 of 8 from downtown, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. I thought RJ was solid tonight, man. He's another guy. When they left Miami, he said, look, we need to win one at home, and that's it. Wrapped up his post-game press conference. That was it. RJ stepped his game up tonight, man. JD, what'd you see from him?
I think he was more than solid. I think he was outstanding tonight. He might be one of the unsung heroes. And it's crazy how the word with RJ tonight has to be unsung, because you can make the case he's also the MVP next to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
And this is a young guy. This is unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable that he's performing this way against Jimmy Butler. Since Jimmy Butler has come back, because to start the series, it wasn't Jimmy Butler defending him. They were putting, if you remember, it was Gabe Vincent that started against RJ. Since game 3, it's been Jimmy Butler defending RJ Barrett. And Barrett has responded. And you recall on that post game where they asked him, and Barrett looked at the reporter like, no, it doesn't matter if Jimmy Butler's defending me. I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm going to attack him just like I'm going to attack anyone else.
Yeah. And
for this kid, in 5 games, has 4 of them 20 or more points. He's shooting 46.5% overall against the Heat. He's shooting 41% against the Heat. This is a Knicks team that has been absolutely horrific from 3 in this playoffs. And Barrett has been your guy that has responded in pressure situations. How about those 4 key free throws in the fourth quarter?
Big
one by one. This is a kid that came out of Duke and couldn't shoot free throws, and now he's a 22-year-old that's still, like, percentage-wise, he's had an ability to just play well in big games. And I'm proud of this kid, man. 22 years old, arriving. You talk about going against Spoelstra and Butler and responding this way when some of your teammates have struggled against the same Heat team, and you're going up against Jimmy. I mean,
great job.
This could be an arrival moment for this kid. 26 points again, 7 rebounds, shot 47% tonight. You get 3 threes. Like, Barrett has given you multiple games of 3-point shot made or more. 5 in game 2, 3 in game 4, 3 in game 5. And he goes 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Outstanding from RJ Barrett. Plus 17 tonight.
Yep. No doubt.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
No doubt
about it. I know JD was hyped.
Broadway Barrett,
when he saw the
Madison
block.
Avenue, Park Avenue, 5th Avenue, 7th Avenue. You call him every avenue.
That's Broadway, man. I know that's Broadway, man. Get out.
I know JD was hyped when he saw that block by RJ on Jimmy Butler. Because it's like, oh, I had to return the favor real quick, buddy.
Yeah.
Had to return the favor real
Jimmy
quick.
well, man. But played him well. And I'll shout out to Rocky in the chat, says Brunson is that guy. Shout out to RJ. He's growing right in front of our eyes. Yeah, man. Great job by Broadway Barrett once again. Greg in the chat says, I feel like the Knicks got timid, then realized, wait a minute, we can beat these dudes. LOL, we needed confidence. Yeah, that's our sort, man. The Knicks once again started this game out tight. 7 turnovers in the first quarter, which was ridiculous. And the turnover differential has been stark in this series, man. 19 Knicks turnovers leading to 29 Heat points. If the Knicks could just take care of the ball, they would find themselves in these games, man. I mean, just take care of the ball. And despite Grimes having a good game, sometimes I feel like he plays a little too fast. He's a little bit too sped up mentally. The inexperience factor sometimes shows. He had 4 turnovers, RJ 4, Randle 4. They got to tighten up. They got to tighten up. Knicks had back-to-back offensive fouls in the first half of the game. And look, people want to complain about the refs. I get it. The refs have been inconsistent at best in this series. But still, the Knicks have to stop shooting themselves in the foot, man. They're a team that typically can take care of the ball. 19 turnovers leading to 29 Heat points. It's hard to win that way. They got lucky that their stars came to play tonight, but Miami continuing to dominate the turnover differential, man.
Yeah, they got to clean that up moving along, especially for the next one. Going back to Miami, it's going to be loud in there. Miami is looking to close this thing out. But that crowd factor, it will be loud. You won't be able to hear the communication as well, especially if Miami is up, right? So they will have to they're going to have to dot their I's, cross their T's to make sure that every possession is meaningful, because it will be difficult back in South Beach. But
be very tough.
There's one thing I have to talk about, and it's the second quarter, because when they were down to 10 points after the first quarter, right? Did you guys notice the change of pace? Because this team has been playing a lot in the half court. That second unit comes in. The thing I asked for after last game was that we got to stagger some minutes. Now, granted, Brunson played the entire game. You still had Brunson out there with that second unit orchestrating everything, but you saw the tempo just took a step up. The Miami's defense could not get set because they didn't full bend in the half court, but they're like, yo, let's get some easy buckets. Let's make life easier on us. Okay. And then let's get into our sets quick. Let's pass the rock a little bit faster. And you saw it. RJ started knocking down threes. Brunson was getting into the lane. You had a nice alley-oop from Brunson to Obi from the left side, from the three-point arc, right? From the wing. The left wing, he finds Obi. And stuff like that is just that set the game. That really opened things up for New York to get into a rhythm, man. And that's where they need to figure out how to get into transition, speed up the tempo of their offense a little bit faster than they have previously.
It's the same. It's kind of the same way they got back into it with the Cavs. You got to play faster against aggressive defenses like that. You even saw, the stark difference in the way that Julius played in the first half. There was one play where he has the ball in the low block and almost waits for the double and then the triple team to come. Bam waiting in the middle of the paint, cutting the court off, and he throws it away in a turnover. Second half, he did a lot better, just making quicker decisions, getting the ball out of his hands. Knicks on the whole, I thought the ball movement just picked up a lot better. They played faster, and it paid dividends, man. Once again, paid dividends. So great job by them. Now, the bench play with no Quickly, you knew that was going to take a hit once again. Knicks getting outscored on the bench badly in this series. Tonight, the Knicks bench scored 8. And the Heat bench scored, how much did the Heat bench have here? 25, 42. So they lost 42-8 tonight. I mean, guys didn't really play too much, right? You had Obi got his 12, Hartenstein got his 22, but Josh Hart, a non-factor, picked up a foul basically every second of his minutes out there. And McBride with a goose egg, man.
Did you guys think, I have to ask both of you, did you think that was a foul on Josh Hart, his third one? Did you think that was a foul on him?
The one with the land. Well, they're always going to call that with the landing, man. Like you got to give these guys a chance to land. I thought Butler got a little excessive with the leg kick. It was a 50-50 play, man. Honestly, I think one ref might have thought it wasn't. One ref might have called Butler on the kick out. The other one might have called Hart for not letting him land. It was a bang situation, man. But Hart he just couldn't get into a rhythm tonight at all.
The Knicks bench, and this is the one concern, if, in terms of shocking the world now, right? Because now we're gonna dream. Now, I mean, we're not even thinking about Game 7. We're just thinking about how we're gonna get this game in Miami now. And this is a Knicks team that's been a good road team. Like, they have a lot of underlying things going for them in this game. It's not like this is a bad road team. They've been a good season road team. They've won in Cleveland. They closed out the game in Cleveland. They won Game 1 in Cleveland. They haven't won a game yet in Miami, but maybe they're due.
Hey,
the problem is, CP, the bench. What tonight told you is you're going to need another performance like this from Jalen Brunson. You're going to need another performance. You're going to need another performance like this from RJ Barrett. You're going to need another performance like this from Julius Randle. Because even when Brunson was good, he scored only 14 points in the first quarter. I said, it's going to be hard to beat this team without Julius Randle, for the simple fact that the rotation's shorter. Without Quickly, who's an additional scorer, and who knows, he's been struggling, but by now, just like Grimes is turning it around, Quickly might have turned it around, because all you need is a good game to build your confidence. Yeah. You don't have that no more. That puts pressure, more pressure, and more minutes, obviously, as you saw tonight, on your top guys. So that's the one concern that I have, is the bench. I thought, Thibs might go 15, 20 minutes with McBride. Obviously, you see what the decision was there. So this means, bro, that's the one thing that, listen, man, I root for Thibs, man.
1 minute situation
man,
tonight,
he's one of those coaches that just gets me tight. Because I'm like, I look around the NBA, man. I'm like, listen, Lonnie Walker got an opportunity. He won a good game, a big game versus the Lakers. And if before that game I would have told you Lonnie Walker, you would have laughed at me. Landry Shamet, Monty Williams, Game 4, went to Landry Shamet in the fourth quarter. He won them that game, 14 points in the fourth quarter, Game 4 in Phoenix. If I would have told you, hey, give Landry Shamet some minutes, you would have laughed at me. Daniel House, Game 5 in Boston. Doc Rivers brings Daniel House, a former Knick, by the way.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers says, let's play Daniel House some minutes. He gives them a big contribution. So I said, hey, Thibs, come on, wake up. Let's give some of our guys, maybe Derrick Rose, maybe Deuce McBride, someone. But it's funny. You see how you just said no and laughed at me? That's the same thing they had versus those guys. But listen, you never know, right? When you're in desperate times, down 3-1 at the Garden, hey, stay with me. Stay with me. I'm thinking, hey, you bring in Rose just for 4 minutes and he scored 2 points. You know what the crowd's going to go? Crazy. But I have Deuce first in the ladder, just to be on record. I have Deuce first, but I'm just throwing things out there.
If it is, it goes at the expense of Grimes' minutes. I need Brunson 48. The season's on the line, man. We need number 11. I'm keeping him out there. We need his
still crazy. 48. LeBron don't play 48.
Look how the game almost collapsed down the stretch with RJ making mistakes, Grimes making mistakes. I need Brunson out there. Now they didn't have Fournier either. Fournier was out with an illness. But you're right, bro. Like, can you count on the big three stepping up again on the road? They're going to need bench play, right? Because if you look at it from the Miami side of things, Al, and when we talked about this on the preview show just yesterday, our guest Brady Hawk talked about the fact that, hey, maybe there's a regression from this Miami bench and the supporting cast from 3. Well, yeah, Kevin Love 0 for 7. Jimmy didn't even shoot any threes. Gabe Vincent 0 for 3. Strus, who started off hot, pulled down 4 for 10. Duncan Robinson went off. We got to, stop that. And then you have Martin 2 for 4, Kyle Lowry 2 for 8. You got to expect those guys to shoot more when they get home, and some of those role players to step up. So the Knicks bench is going to have to step up. Starts with Hart, because you don't know if Quickly's coming back. Starts with Hart. He's got to get some confidence in his shot. He's got to stop worrying about the referees, and I feel like he's allowing the officiating to take him off his game completely.
He's playing a little unhinged the last 2 games.
He's unhinged. He's
a little unhinged the last 2 games. He's one, you noted it. The refs are getting to him, but he's also not really playing his game. He's thinking too much now. Instead of being that guy who can attack out in transition, just grab rebounds, he's thinking way too much. And I think that's because partially Thibs left him in that starting rotation, and that's not really where he was meant to be when he joined this team. He was a bench guy. He came off instant energy, being that aggressor, and then you have to change once you're in that starting rotation. That's not what they need because your aggressors are Jalen Brunson. It is going to be Julius, and then RJ's got to go get his. So Josh Hart's lower on that. He and everyone else fills in. So yeah, Knicks got to figure out something with that bench. Hopefully Josh Hart comes correct for game 6. But how about my guy Obi Toppin, man, in that second quarter, getting you 5 rebounds, man. 5. Everyone talks about defense, needing to grab boards. My man's getting boards out here, like, yo, let's bring it up, let's push the pace, gets you the alley oop. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Quarter got
those were good minutes.
Great job by him, man.
And let me say this quickly on Hart. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, people that haven't been on a basketball court, never played the sport. It's easy.
There I am.
Is easy to to analyze the game and say things. So sometimes we get caught up. But Josh Hart, first playoff experience, we forget that, and we don't think a guy like him could ever be fazed or rattled or affected.
He's rattled right now. He's rattled
by a playoff atmosphere because of the Villanova connection, the championship pedigree, the intangibles. That goes to show you that playoff basketball is a whole different environment. It's a whole different level of pressure. It's a whole different level of microscope, especially if you're doing it in New York, in any New York sport, any New York team. You could see the last 2 games. I'm surprised he hasn't caught more than 1 technical. You see it affecting him mentally. You see him being a little bit antsy on defense, some unnecessary fouls. Ball handling is loose. So now I'm hoping in Miami he can come back and produce for the Knicks, because how about Tom Thibodeau giving him 9 minutes?
Thibs saw it.
Like I said, we got to give credit when credit's due. I always say this. Say this on a play-by-play. Everybody knows I'm not the biggest Thibs fan, but I keep it real. Got to give him credit for giving him 9 minutes. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Thibs tonight said, yo, if I'm going to die tonight, I'm dying with my horses. Y'all all playing 48 minutes. Forget all that.
Got to go to our guys. Knickerbocker in the chat says Hart needs to stay out of foul trouble. Dynasty says Josh Hart might be hurt or Jimmy has gotten in his head. Yeah, man. How about when he comes back in the first time in the second half, he picks up his 4th foul in about a second. So there was a rough night at the office for Josh Hart. But the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, get the W, man. 112-103. They survive another night. The Bleacher Report chat is rocking. Salute to our friends at Bleacher Report. We got over 3,000 people on KnicksFanTV YouTube. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We're going to get to some caller reactions. We're going to get to the super chats as well. But the question now is, with game 5 in tow, can they get 6? Zibby in the chat says game 6 predictions. Do y'all think the Knicks can actually do this? Greg says, win it in OT in game 6 in Miami. Then we win in game 7 at home. I'm calling it right now. All it takes is 1. And we're back. Doom and gloom the other night is over with. We're not firing a coach. We're not trading anybody yet. We back in this thing. Now we talk about taking 6 and taking 7. It starts with, again, limiting your turnovers. First quarter, again, is going to tell you the story, because the Heat are going to come out hot. Knicks are going to have to weather that storm. Stay aggressive, stay confident, limit those turnovers, man. The boneheaded turnovers are killing this team. They've got to stay disciplined, stop going for the pump fakes, as ADU called it. Bam caught Mitch with a sick one in the first half. Got to stop going for those. Kevin Love has been catching them with those as well. Contain these Duncan Robinson dribbles off the screens. And they got to get back to their game. They lost a second chance point battle today once again. 21-12. Those are effort plays. So can they muster up the strength and endurance to get it through on the road? And will we get some contributions off the bench? It's big questions.
I tell you what, again, let me give credit to Thibs on another adjustment. I talked about it on the play-by-play. Tonight, they didn't double team Jimmy as much. Tonight, they allowed Grimes to be on an island a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we talked about simplifying the defense. Sometimes when you see your guys just not in sync, what do you do as a defensive coordinator in the NFL? What do you do as a defensive coach in the NBA? You simplify so that guys can just keep it simple. You get back to basics basketball. And the basics is let's play man to man. Do not overcommit on Jimmy Butler. Notice how the way they started the game in that first quarter, Spoelstra used Jimmy as that point forward, just setting up the offense. Let the shooters, Strus, and everyone else run around, creating chaos to get open shots. They get up to a 10-point lead. Knicks make the adjustment. You don't overcommit on Jimmy from the second quarter on, and you see the ability to play better defense. And Jimmy Butler has not played like Milwaukee Jimmy Butler. And I keep telling people, do not overcommit. I'll live with the twos, 5 of 12. And another thing that they're doing, and I got to give them credit, when Jimmy Butler's getting in the paint, they're not falling for his fakes. They're keeping a hand up. They're staying home.
Discipline.
And that's allowing them to be disciplined. That's allowing them to play better defense on him. And they're actually denying Butler from getting more attempts. There's a lot of times Butler drives to the basket. He's looking for his shot. Grimes is right there with him. And Butler's a smart player. And these are the type of games where Butler in the past has received a little bit of criticism. Finals against the Lakers, where there's games where they just want him to be more aggressive. And he just gets a little bit caught up in being a facilitator. And the Knicks played great defense tonight, only 12 attempts in 43 minutes. I'll take that. Game 6, they have to stick to that scheme. Do not overcommit. Do not over-respect Jimmy. Leave him out in the island. I'll take those 2-pointers over threes. Jimmy Butler tonight, 0 3-point attempts.
Omar from the Bronx. Omar on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hey, what's up? You guys can hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. How you feeling?
What's going on, man? A little more light at the end of the tunnel tonight.
A little more light at the end of the tunnel, man. I like these type of shows, man. Let's go.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, I told you guys last time I called it, if we just get game 5, now the pressure's on the Heat. Now, hear me out. I know we're down. I know we're still on the brink of elimination, but we've known that for the past couple of days. That feeling, we're numb to it by now. The Heat looking into game 6, they better win that game, and I'm sure they're feeling that way. All the pressure's on them. We're still playing with kind of like, I don't want to say house money, but we're numb to the feeling of being on elimination. We've already weathered that storm. Yeah. The Heat got to win game 6. If not, this could get, let's come back to the Garden. I think I like our chances. Now, I'll be honest. I'm not going to say I'm confident that we'll win game 6, but we got a shot. There's just one thing that we have to stop doing, and we talked about it, but I don't think we talked about one of the effects of it. Doubling Jimmy Butler. Now, when we double him and we overcommit to him, not only are we running around and chasing shooters, but on top of that, that's why we're not getting rebounds. When you got 3-4 guys running around the perimeter trying to get a shooter, that's what's opening up the rebounds. Miami is not necessarily muscling us for rebounds.
Getting caught in the scrambles.
Exactly. We're scrambling around. We're running all over the court. I mean, literally, you watch it. They're just in scramble mode. So when you got like half of your team scrambling around the perimeter, nobody's below the rim to get that rebound. And on top of that, they're gassed. You know how tiring that has to be, like running around the court like that? The play, it catches up to you. So that's one thing we have to stop doing. And listen, if Jimmy Butler hits a fadeaway baseline shot, whatever, man, you tip your hat off and you keep it moving. He's not going to keep on doing that. Maybe.
Oh, did we lose him? I think we might have lost him. Okay.
Got excited. He went to the Matrix.
He slipped into the Matrix. My man was so excited. So shout out to Omar and shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to our friends at Bleacher Report, man. We're getting ready to sign off, but I hope you guys enjoyed another post-game show, and we live on to see another one, man. Once again, KFTV post-game live on the Bleacher Report app, CP the Fanchise, 80 Sports Talk, Alex Ratarsa, Stratocaster. We will see you guys on the Bleacher Report. YouTube, hang on. But for the Bleacher Report people, great show, and we will see you after Game 6. Can the Knicks hold on to win another one, man? We'll see, man. Great show. Peace. All right, to the YouTube we go, man. Shout out to FreakNY with a $20 super chat. Says we get one more game, Nick game, and one more KFTV post game show. It's a great night. Salute to FreakNY. Salute to Gotcha Open, who gifted another Fanchise channel membership, man. This guy is the Santa Claus of franchise channel memberships, man. He's handing them out like candy. So speaking of franchise channel membership, shout out to Daquan Tillery, who has just joined. So welcome to the family, Daquan. We have a $50 super chat from Gary Riker. It says, Mitch, money from the free throw line ain't no snitchy. How about that, fellas? Miami went into a Hack-a-Mitch. We saw of the first playoff version of the Hack-a-Mitch tonight. And Mitch did a good job. He put some arc in the free throw, and he knocked him down, man. Great job by the Block Nest Monster, man. Big moments for him.
Absolutely.
Moments for him.
And I wanted to mention that before we took Omar's call. You want to talk about protecting the paint. How about Mitch getting back to the basics? 5 offensive rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds, a total of 11. All right. Mitch was doing his thing out there protecting the paint tonight.
Yeah.
But the Hack-a-Mitch thing and him knocking down free throws, I was so happy. What'd he go? What do you get? 3 of those shots?
Yeah.
You had 3, 4,
About 3 out of 4, 3 out of 4.
Yeah. Love to see it. Love to see that plan fail.
There we go, man.
Whenever Mitch is getting 5 offensive rebounds, usually means is he's headed to a good night. And that is what helped him lead to 11 total rebounds, a plus 12, which was the second highest on the night after RJ Barrett's plus 17. So we talk about, Mitch is going to be an important part of game 6 on the boards because these guys in Miami are going to hoist the 3. They have 43 3-point attempts tonight, shot 30%. That means there's a lot of rebounds to get. And he rebounds tonight. And man, him being able to hit 1 of 2 in those situations, that was huge, man. Because at that point, it was like a 4-point game. And, Mitch hitting 1 of 2 free throws just kept it at bay. Just kept it like right there at 4, like just enough to get another possession to allow you to still have the lead. If they go down the court and hit a 3 or score a 2, you still have the lead. And that was the whole point of Spoelstra throwing that wrench there, back in the Popovich days and, the Hacker Ben Wallace, the Hacker Shack. And great job by, Mitchell Robinson responding. And you're going to need him in game 6 for sure.
No question about it. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys, man. Knicks live on 112-103 in a cardiac Knick affair at Madison Square Garden, man. You can't make it up. This is us. This is who we are.
And shout out to just a quick shout out to Dermot Morris, because he said in the chat, respect JD, we don't get TNT in League Pass in Jamaica.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy Dermot Morris, man. Big up to everybody in JA. Salute. Yeah, man. The play-by-play is much needed, man. So shout out to everybody who's tapping in. We got 3,000 people in the chat. Number 1 show for the fans by the fans is rocking. I'm glad we didn't lose more when we said peace to Bleacher Report because we had a couple of people confused.
Whoa, that was a quick show.
That was a quick show. Yeah. No, listen, just for our people on YouTube, just real quick. We do about 30 minutes of our show on Bleacher Report. That's what we do, 30 minutes. But on KFTV, we go for the night, man. So always just hang tight. And as we said, this is part of the simulcast that we have with our friends at Warner Media and Bleacher Report, man. So shout out to them. And looking forward to doing another one of these on Friday. Okay, who else we got in the chat, man? People calling for Cody Glock. They said Mitchie ain't no snitchy. Will he appear? They put the bat signal out there. Jconz in the chat. I mean, in the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Jconz, let's go.
Yo.
What's up, man? How you feeling, man?
Oh, man. I don't know. I popped my first gray hairs tonight. Dude, that didn't need to be that hard, man.
Yeah.
That didn't need to be that hard. With that being said, Jalen, there's no words for this guy. This guy's unreal.
Yeah.
Like just the way he plays and controls pace and everything. He's next level. He's a superstar. If people don't see that, go to the eye doctor tomorrow. Like he's no joke. He's unreal.
Yeah.
Our big 3 played how we need them to play. Like this notion of, in game 6, we need them to show up. Yeah, we need them to show up. It's game 6 in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
We need them to do this for the rest. Like from here on out, this is what we need. Now, with RJ, I agree with JD. I think personally, this might be the best game I've seen him play. Like all around, with the exception of that 5 second, inbounds. That was 4 seconds called a T. But
yeah, well, remember he did drop a 40 piece on this Heat team last year. I mean, he's had
that's
some
true.
good ones.
No, I'm just saying that.
Hold on.
Not,
When he dropped the 40 piece, was it in the playoffs or the regular season?
No, but
what I mean.
He said this is the best game he ever played. He's had some great games in the playoffs, obviously, yeah, but the sample size is short.
But I'm saying the magnitude of this game.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
You know what I mean. He showed up heavy,
Yeah.
and without him, we wouldn't have won this game. Mitchell, that's not Mitch. That's Mitchell, bro. That was grown man stuff. Those free throws were huge, man. Those were so big.
Big.
I was scared. You know what? I thought he was gonna miss them. I really did. But yeah, he hit 3 for 4, and Grimes on that defensive stop against Jimmy Butler, he was hurt.
And I'm wondering what type of injury that was.
I don't know. He grabbed his knee.
Was that like a hyperextension? Was it a hammy?
But it didn't look like he hyperextended. It almost looked like a ligament.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't any contact. It was like a non-contact injury. So I don't know if maybe he just planted wrong. I have to, like, rewatch it, but it scared me.
Like,
but,
was it a cramp? Because he was still able to finish the game. But that's
but
that
CP, you're not going to grab your knee if you're cramping, bro. You know, you're going to grab it looked like to me. I could be wrong, but it looked like he grabbed his knee.
Yeah, he did.
He buckled it.
Right?
That's what it was.
He did.
So if he doesn't play, who do we got? Deuce?
That's what
Evan
I'm saying.
Fournier.
We gotta watch that. Because if IQ is gonna be out, and then you might lose Grimes.
Well, what's his prognosis? Like he's definitely out, right?
Daniel, take a look. Take a look on Twitter. Let's see what's going on, man. See what's going on. Jconz, appreciate the call, man. Cain Marco again. I'll meet you, Mike.
Yo, you hear me?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
All right, man. Great win tonight, man. Now we just got to do it 2 more times.
Yep.
Look, man, Quentin Grimes just gave us one of those moments in Knicks history, man. You know, we had Willis coming down the tunnel. We had Houston hitting that shot to send Miami out of here. And when he got injured, it looked like he hurt his hamstring. You know, talking to the last caller, it looked like he hurt his hamstring more than he hurt his knee. That's what I thought it was, at least. But anyway, him getting hurt and coming down and still getting that steal on Jimmy, that was amazing, man.
Yeah.
That was an incredible part of the Knicks history, if you ask me. And R.J. Barrett has shown us what he is, man. He's shown his salt. He's shown his mettle here in the playoffs when it matters, in money time, like you say, man.
Money time.
This ain't the regular season. This ain't no other time. He sucked the regular season all year.
Yeah.
But when it matters, in money time, he stepped up. That's what we need from a player. More than anything. I don't care if you suck all season if you're going to perform in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now's when it matters.
Money time.
And
stepping up.
Listen, man, this game, cardiac Knicks, man, it had us on the brink of our seats, had us all going crazy, but to come out like this, it feels great. Even if we lose this series, at least we fought. We didn't go out like suckers like I thought we were going to.
Yeah.
At least we fought, man. We got our 53 wins that we predicted all season. We got our 53 wins tonight.
And you bet your best players got you there, you know?
Yeah, man.
That's all you could ask for. They left it on the line. The best players did what they had to do. Julius had an eye jammy, you know, he still stepped it up. He was passing well, shot the ball well. RJ
and didn't get a foul on that call either.
And didn't get a foul.
Bumped in the eye and still didn't get a foul call.
And didn't get a foul. And they were able to recover because, you know, they were again making some boneheaded decisions in the first quarter. And I'm just like, damn, this is not looking good because this looked like the same patterns that we've been seeing. But they were able to weather the storm, man. Appreciate the call. You gonna be at 40-40 on Friday? We getting ready to put the RSVP out, man. So Friday's gonna be rocking again. We back.
I'm bad luck, man. I ain't gonna do it. I'll come for next round. When we beat these guys, I'll be the next round.
All right, no doubt, man. Good to hear from you, bro.
That play by Quentin Grimes, man.
It's clutch.
We're probably underselling it.
Did you lose me? Did I lose y'all?
Okay, Cain's he's out getting loosies and stuff. Okay, go ahead.
If the Knicks shock the world, they're gonna look back at this moment, and this might have been one of those staple moments in history. I mean, the guy literally buckled his knee like a mini hyperextension.
Yeah.
then goes up, gets up. You could see it in his face, grimacing. Goes up to guard Jimmy Butler one-on-one with the shot clock winding down, 7 seconds on the shot clock to end the fourth. And he goes up and he gets a steal on Jimmy.
Yep.
Jimmy dissects him, sees him one-on-one, and says, oh, this is barbecue chicken. This guy is limping. And he surveys him, goes right. And then here's the thing. Before he steals it, Jimmy goes right, and Grimes beats him to the spot.
Yep.
Then on the second attempt by Jimmy, he gets the steal with a bat. I mean, I thought at that moment, I'm like, I hope that wasn't an ACL because of the way he grabbed it.
The way he grabbed it was like, damn, that looked like a leg.
I'm like, this is one of those moments that it's a ligament tear or something, an MCL or ACL. And those are the type of moments that just energizes the team, and the team goes, bro, like, why can't we do this? When you see guys like that put an effort like that, those are guys that grow to be championship pieces whenever you get to a championship contention. Those are moments, and that's a moment for Grimes that I'm sure is going to give him ultimate confidence. I think tonight, even when you still see the jitters here and there, you still see a little bit more confidence from him. And listen, 8 points, but to play that many minutes and guard Jimmy Butler the way you did, this was Grimes' best game so far of his playoff career.
I know some of you guys won't remember this, but it was back on November 14th, 2010. Jets were playing the Cleveland Browns. What Quentin Grimes just did reminded me. I don't know if you guys remember this. The Jericho Cotchery catch on one leg. It was 3rd and 9. Mark Sanchez just scrambles around. Finds Jericho Cotchery hobbling on one leg, like, oh, I can't do anything. Sanchez just tosses it. You see Cotchery catch. I was like, it reminds me of that play. Guts and glory. Yeah, see.
Sorry, man. I must have missed that important moment in Jets history. Oh, man.
You should have seen it, man. It was when they went back to the AFC Championship. They were at 11-5 that season. It was a great time.
It was a great time. Cotchery, man. What a play. No, I do remember that. That was good stuff.
You just hating, man. I know. Don't worry. Opening day. Don't forget.
Yeah, we in it. Is it confirmed? Open day, Jets Giants?
Oh yes, Jets Giants opening day.
We in the building, man. We got to be in the building, man. That's an all day affair, man. I'm looking forward to that.
You know what that play reminds me of? Another player that would do that, buckle his knee like that, get up and defend all-time great in Jimmy Butler. Who's another player? Unfortunately, he's no longer here with us. That's Kobe Bryant. It's another player that would go through that and get up like nothing happened and make a play like that. So Quentin Grimes, I just mentioned you with Kobe Bryant in terms of heart and grit and toughness. So please take this moment with you, build on it, and get ready for Miami.
Ignacio Lobergot in the chat says each show got to have CP's Burks propaganda and Alex's Jets praise. Shout out Ignacio and all the Fanchise channel members. Back to the phones we go, man. Let's hear from the people, man. VA Nick, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hey, what's up, CP? What's up, JD? What's up, Alex?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm all right, man. It looks like I got to eat crow, man. The other night I came in here and talked about Julius wearing the daggone Scully in Miami. So
yeah,
he had it on the post game. So hey, look, man, if he's gonna keep balling like that, red Scully all year long. Yeah, but I think that was a good win, man. I do want to tap into one thing though. I do think Thibs got to figure out how to play the bench. I think part of the reason why we're not getting these loose balls in the fourth quarter, Cats is gas. You sitting there watching 3 people around the ball, and Miami's just got a little more juice because they tap into that bench a little bit. So we got to figure out a way to just give them a couple of minutes and not pull Julius back in the 9-minute marks after sitting like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. Tonight for me was a little bit different, man. I'm rocking with the big 3 till the wheels fall off, man. I'm not trusting nobody. Hart he was all over the place. He ain't got it.
Hart different. Part of the reason why Thibs sat him because he had like 4 fouls in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have played Obi a little bit more, even though he gave you some juice.
I thought Randle was good, man. I thought Randle was good tonight.
Yeah, I give him his props. I mean, he didn't make me dizzy. Yeah. I still close my eyes when he dribbles.
I just felt like the way that Miami was turning up the jets and turning up the gas, like I just gotta go with my best players down the stretch, man. I can't take any chances. Season's on the line. This is what I'm paying these guys for. People like 48 minutes for Brunson. This is what you paying them for. The season's
Brunson.
on the line.
Notice I didn't say Brunson.
I know. I'm just using that as an example. Like Brunson, Barrett, Randle.
Oh yeah, Barrett's for sure, man. I think this is Barrett's coming out party.
Yeah, certainly hope so, man. Certainly hope.
Hey man,
so.
Big ups to what y'all do, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Later.
VA Nick. $20 super chat from Rags Morales. $20 super chat says, yo, Grimes. You want to know what that's like? Mookie Wilson hobbling up first baseline and stealing second. I got to ask the OG Chuck D about that one. Chuck, what did you think about that comparison, man? Chuck would know. Cain Marco, $10 super chat says, I was cut off, but I forgot to mention Mitchie ain't no snitchy. Made him pay for the Hack-a-Mitch. Oh, yeah. I like that, man. I like that. Rambo, let's go. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling like, where's everybody's energy? Everybody just sounds like, oh, they just happy they got the win, and okay, now we not gonna continue to win. And we need to stay focused right here.
Yeah, we all it, man.
This team, I've said this about this team. Listen, RJ, bro, you listen. There ain't nobody I could talk to about a Knicks fan. So I just want to go. I just want to say what's up.
It's your show, man. It's your show.
RJ, Grimes, they look like two rabid dogs just chewing Jimmy Butler down right now. Y'all want to talk about moments?
False. That
block on Jimmy?
Yeah.
Cody Glock, where you at? Cody Glock. I said his name 3 times. Mitch ain't no snitchy, man. Rapid fire. I'm gone.
Rambo is in Tampa going crazy. He said, I ain't got nobody else but y'all, man. I'm going in. He said he didn't like the energy. I think our energy's great tonight.
Better than the last show.
Better than the last show. How about that?
Shout out to him. He comes in to correct the energy and has a pause moment.
Right.
So I guess that's what we missed.
Oh man, salute to Rambo, man. Always appreciate the call. We did hear from VA Nick, right? I think we did. All right, so we'll move him out the way. Let's get StockChasers in here. We'll move the truth. I don't know why your Discord is like that, but we'll give it a try again. StockChasers, go ahead and unmute your mic.
What's good? Do you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing all right, brother. I'm doing all right. Yo, shout out to the Knicks, man, for this win, man. I think I shed about 2 tears, man, when the game was over.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. Emotional. On that note, man, listen, I know that the Miami fans, they popping up in here calling them Hemi and all that. Well, after that Grimes steal, we're going to call them Gimme That. We're going to call them Gimme. Give me that ball, man. Because that's what Grimes did to him with one leg. Took and snatched his soul.
Okay.
What else I got? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Julius Randle, man. 3rd team All-NBA, man. That makes him top 15 play in the league. Put some respect on that man's name. Brunson, let's get it. Shout out KnicksFanTV, JD on the play-by-play. Alex CP, I'm out, baby.
See you later, man. Good call. StockChasers, good stuff, man.
Shout out to StockChasers, man. He's always supporting the play-by-play.
Big time.
So shout out to him.
Shout out to him, man. Big time supporter, man. So a couple other Fanchise channel members we want to shout out that came in earlier. Deron Brown Jr., Angela Alfaro, Vidal, Andrew Chavaria. $5 super chat from Moonshadow says, CP, anything going on to get that Grubhub app for this channel? Members to feed our man JD. Yeah, we working through that, man. We definitely working through that.
I mean, we semi-tried it on the last one, and someone saw a sandwich of $27. Say, JD, you on your own. Yeah. So we're trying to get some discounts because we did try it. TM was posted in the chat. Someone wanted to buy me some food. Yeah. And someone must have clicked on it and said, yo, why is the sandwich $27? Yo, JD, I don't know, man. I was gonna help you out, but $27 without the delivery fee for a
Yeah,
sandwich.
you might have to bust up a peanut butter and jelly find it
Might
somewhere.
have to get a Lunchable or something because we have to get the mini sandwich because woo.
Boy, I thought Uber Eats was pricey, man. I shouldn't have said that. They don't sponsor this show, but I thought, you know, some of those other delivery services.
The Golden Arches, man, we're charging over $20.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Crazy. Absolutely insane, man. Salute to Abdul in the chat, all our Fanchise channel members, man. Salute. Knicks win 112-103. We're hearing from the people right now. Gene Cherry Elsa's great show. Absolutely great show, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans. We're not talking about what did Mike Greenberg say on Get Up? Maybe it's the weather why the Knicks can't win in Miami.
Oh, brother.
I'm like, listen. I clapped back in the tweet. I said, look, I don't know what to say to this, but just come to KnicksFanTV, man. That's it. That's it. You know, no offense to those guys. You know, they've established themselves. They are well respected in the game. But if I'm going to start off a show and break down the Knicks Heat matchup by talking about the impacts of the weather on the New York Knicks, it's time to hang it up, man. Please, it's time to hang it up.
How about Ian Eagle making up a TV show out of nowhere on live production? Did you guys hear that one?
Yeah. He also had no clue that Julius had a sports therapist, sports psychologist. That was like a brand new revelation for Ian Eagle. But he's a Nets guy, man. He's not paying attention, you know? He's not paying attention. So shout out to him. Clyde was in the building. Wasn't working. They had Clyde in a respectable seat. I like that. He was nice in front row. Got his flowers. Got his TNT flowers. I love that. Shout out to Clyde. Starks, once again, in his seats. Love Starks getting involved in the mix. He greeted Jalen Brunson off the court at the end. I love that. I love how Starks has been involved with us in this whole playoff run. That's a beautiful thing to see, man. I just love seeing that, man. The old guard in there celebrating the new guard. So
yeah, like
all those guys.
The guys seem to be more connected on this run than the last one with in 2013. Like it just seems on this like it seems like more of these guys for this time that the Knicks have become a contender. In the Eastern Conference, like you just see more of these guys coming out this time around supporting the team. And I just think it's because of, you know, between 2013 and now, it's just been so many times that the guys are now kind of appreciating this moment and everybody wants to be a part of it. And I think I think that's actually made, and you guys see now we've lost only one game at the Garden, right? This whole playoffs. Only one game. And remember, like we talked about the factors that make the Garden tough on our own home players. And honestly, guys, in these playoffs, surprisingly, it's been the other way around.
Been an ally, man. Been an ally.
I
didn't see any towels being waved tonight, though. I was a little aggy about that.
You know who did have one of those towels? Did you see who on the bench had one of those towels? On the opposing team?
Who?
One Mr. Jimmy Butler had one of those towels.
Oh, how about, speaking of Jimmy, I don't know if we have the tweet. We can find it and show it. He came to the game looking like Iman Shumpert went against Game 6 in Boston.
He come in his funeral attire. Ooh. Can we find that, Daniel? Can we pull that up?
Ooh, he came in a little bit of a funeral attire. Now the jacket was had some color to it, but it was a black jacket. He had a black T-shirt, black pants, black everything.
He's calculated too. He's very calculated with his content.
Of course, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
This is the guy who made, what was the coffee? I don't remember.
Actually, I do have it because I actually tweeted that. So let me send that to you.
Yeah.
Because I actually quote tweeted and I said, "Oh yeah, that's how it is. What you gonna do, Knicks? What you gonna do?
Try to disrespect us, huh? Not tonight, Jimmy. Not tonight."
There you go, Daniel.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys.
And I put the casket emoji too. Like, you trying to put us in the casket tonight, huh? All right.
He was trying to kill us, but great job. I thought Grimes did a good job on him. I thought RJ did. They did a good job on Jimmy tonight, man. Defensively.
And he had a funny walk too. So I don't know what that was about.
He did.
Coming up with a funny walk.
Let's see who else we got here. Who else wants to get in on the phones? All right, let me load some people up. Oh, let's get the rhyme animal Chuck D in here. Chuck, go ahead and unmute your mic whenever you hear this.
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cardiac nickel affair.
Oh man, isn't it only right? It's only right, Chuck.
Can't do that to over 50-year-olds, man, especially over 60-year-olds. But yo, man, a good night. Let's celebrate it. Yo, listen, I have to concur with Alex in the way JD was broadcasting. I felt we had something. We found something in that second quarter. And then I felt that we lost it, but then we got it back. But we know that it ain't gonna work in the swamp like that. And yo, man, I the one thing about this team, I don't think they hate the Heat like we do.
Yes.
I hate the Heat.
Yes.
And I think that's starting to take place. Spoelstra he's playing chess, and I think that Thibs is getting out of that checker thing. I was mad at Thibs tonight, and Julius first half, but Julius did what he had to do, and I was really surprised on that last play. He was focused, everybody was asleep, and Julius closed it. Grimes, Quentin Grit. I also communicated with Jay Boogie in the marsh. It was a 60-second sequence of Quentin Grimes. Remember the steal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the one-handed rebound when he hit the floor?
Mm.
Yo, the one-handed rebound like 30 seconds later, and then the jump ball that he won the tap.
He won the jump ball. He won the jump ball after the injury.
Yo, the steal, the one-handed rebound, and the tap. Quentin Grit. Let's go to the swamp and hate the Heat and drain the swamp.
Let's go.
Game 6 and return to the Garden. Let's go.
Let's go. Dump them in the Everglades.
Let's go.
Shout
out Chuck D.
Shout out to the rhyme animal Chuck D.
I mean, the Chuck D supported the play-by-play for 3 hours post-game. I mean, it only gets better from Chuck D. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah, he don't miss a minute, man. That's all good, man. Absolutely. Shout out to the rhyme animal Chuck D. As always, shout out to J Cal in the chat. Shout out to all our Fanchise channel members. JJ Dimitri Pucadino in here. Eddie Suarez. Shout out to Lash. Salute, man. James C in here. And welcome to Alex Johnson, who just joined. Welcome to Alex Johnson. Okay, back to the Discord we go. Smacky 170. Smacky, go ahead and unmute your mic. Oh, man.
Smacky smacked.
Yeah, Smacky smacked. He's so deep in the matrix, he's in the analog signal right now. So,
guys, I'm gonna, because I want to let everyone know, because then they start asking the chat, where JD went? I'm gonna sign off.
Okay. I completely forgot about that, bro. All right.
No, I'm hyped. So my son's flying out tomorrow. I'm sending him on a little trip, and I just want to spend some time with him. I haven't seen him today. Thank you guys in the chat. Salute. Let's go Knicks.
Do your thing.
And I'll see you Friday for play-by-play.
Let's go, man. We ain't done yet, man.
JD Breen, baby.
Great job. JD Breen signing off. Knicks win 112-103. The chat is rocking. We got 3,000 rocking with us, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans. Live and direct, man. KFTV post-game live. Outstanding game by the Knicks big three. RJ, Julius, Jalen putting the team on their back, literally with only 8 bench points. So you had Brunson with 38 and 7, 9 boards. Julius 24, 5 and 5, and RJ 26 and 7. Outstanding job by those guys. Refusing to quit, refusing to lay it down, and just giving the Garden faithful everything that they had. Including 48 minutes of Brunson, man. Literally everything that they had. So great job by them. Okay, let's see who else we got in the chat. Okay. They've been asking for this guy. They've been asking for him. And he's finally makes his appearance. Cody Glock. Let's go.
You guys hear me?
Loud and clear, man. You're on the floor, sir. It's your show.
All right. So about 2 days ago, I called in. Discord dropped me off. I don't know what happened. JD, he was kind of mad, man. I seen Alex and not CP, my bad. I see JD and Alex just getting on you, CP, man. You feel me? And you was saying, Randle's not that guy. He's not that guy. Robert Randolph, he's not that guy. All right, boom, right? Let me start off like this. Yo, shout out Manscaped, man. I have 0 turnovers because of Manscaped, man.
Yeah.
I take care of my ball for a few sleep, man.
Okay.
Yo, man. Listen, man.
Tell him, man.
Let me tell you something about missing. Because they say they're missing, they say no snitching, man. Mátalo. They say they're missing.
He's going crazy right now. He's going crazy.
In the clutch. They say, yo, the chat was like, take Mitchie out. Take Mitchie out, Mitchie. We don't need Mitchie in right now to substitute. I heard he can make free throws. What Mitchie does, goes to the line. Takes 3-4 bounces. Because he likes his bounces.
Okay.
Takes 3-4 bounces. Swish 2 free throws. JD ain't believing the 2 consecutive. He didn't believe in it. I saw the play-by-play. I seen you call Mitchie a snitchy 2 times. Like 2 days ago, you called Mitchie a snitchy. When you drop me off, you called Mitchie a snitchy, JD. So I want 2 apologies. I want an apology from JD for saying Mitchie is a snitchy, and I want an apology from Alex for that terrible Jericho Cotchery, Mark Sanchez debacle.
Yeah, he got to apologize for that, man. He brought that up out of nowhere. Completely threw us off our flow, man.
Absolutely
not. Yeah. Talking about some Cotchery one. Like, Alex, please.
Ugh.
All right.
Don't hit on my green and white.
So boom, right? Boom, right? RJ, man. It's my little time, man. I always pull through for you, babies. You like my life's charm, man. Word is born, man. You feel me? Peace to the righteous gods, man. Righteously speaking, man. Yo, shout out JD. Shout out Alex, Shout out CP. Shout out Nikki Pikes. Shout out Chuck D, man. Hashtag P in the chat right now, man. Hashtag, yo, the Knicks in 7. You know what's going on here. I don't want to hear no Mitchie slander. You see what Mitchie does in the clutch. He's better than Allen Iverson. Pack me up, man. I'm out, man.
Cody Glock, ladies and gentlemen, man. Cody Glock. His signal was scrambling. I just let him cook, man. I didn't even have the heart to tell him that his connection was scrambling. I could barely hear what he was saying, but he was so animated, so hyped. I just let him go, man.
The Discord couldn't handle the decibel.
That's what was happening. That's what was happening. The Discord could not handle it, man. He was breaking records. That's exactly what happened.
All he needed to see was Mitchell Robinson, his guy Mitchie, hit 2 consecutive free throws tonight in the clutch.
Yeah.
That's all he needed, man.
That was big.
No, I am not apologizing for bringing up that reference. If CP gets to bring up Alec Burks on the regular and how much this team needs him, I will not apologize.
I haven't brought up Burks all year, man. Maybe I'll do it in the offseason when we look to make acquisitions. But I haven't brought it up, man. Shout out Cody Glock, man.
Yeah, what people don't know is that in the Slack channel, you have this whole poster with Alec Burks just pinned.
Salute to everybody, man. Salute. Okay, Wallaby just joined us. Wallaby, channel franchise channel member. Wallaby, go ahead. Do we have Wallaby? Going once. Try again. Wallaby. Okay. I saw his audio level go for a second, but we didn't have him. Time to duel. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Nah. You sounding terrible. Well, let's try again.
Okay. Testing 1, 2. Am I good now?
Yeah, clear, crystal clear, sir. Let's go. You have the floor.
Listen, I know my signing name might be a little different, but
yeah,
be not discouraged. It's your boy, Fat Boy. I just left MSG, and my God, the energy is still livid. I swear, for God, we took this one, and we needed this for the home crowd. Shout out to the boss. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. It actually had to see this one through, but I swear, for God, this was a testament against time. South Beach, y'all got an issue on the flight. Know that. We going down there. MSG South is mine. I done dropped the mic. Shout out to everybody. I'm gone.
Fat Boy from Harlem. Let's go. He usually has like a little bit of mic issues, but then he comes through with the energy, man. Shout out to Fat Boy. He was in the building tonight. If you guys were in the building tonight, call us up, man. Let us know what you guys thought about the vibe, what you thought about the energy. Call us and let us know, man. I thought they should have been, they where were the towels at tonight?
I have no idea, man.
The energy looked kind of, I mean, Fat Boy said it was cool, but the energy looked dead for the first half, at least.
No, I mean, the first quarter was right to be dead. But then, I mean, that was probably the loudest I heard it through in a while, because the last two games you were at, you said the energy could have been a lot better.
Definitely.
But the energy for Mitch hitting his free throws, it was popping through the screen.
Yeah.
It was popping through the screen.
True story.
That's what we need. That's the type of energy that can really rattle an opposing team.
Yeah.
And it throws them off the entire game. You know, just talked about it earlier on the show. They're going to be down in Miami. They have to dot their I's, cross their T's. And the same thing has to be here for opponents, man. The louder the fans are for their home crowd, makes it better. And as JD pointed out before we left, Knicks have only lost one so far in the playoffs at home.
One
so
so
being
far.
a strong home team.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And Empire State Building rocking that orange and blue.
Oh, finally. Finally representing New York colors.
Yeah.
None of this nonsense.
Absolutely, man. J Cal on the Discord is with us. J Cal, how you feeling? Do we have J Cal? J Cal, are you there? J Cal's usually on point with the mics. All right, we'll give him a sec. J Cal, are you with us? Are you catching up? Okay. All right. We will we'll see if J Cal can come back. Wallaby, are you back? Wallaby. Yeah, Wallaby's just showing audio levels, man.
I heard something for a second.
Yeah, I thought I heard something as well. All right, we'll drop off Wallaby and let's take a look at some of the stats, man. Dan, let's throw the stat sheet up here tonight, man. Let's take a look at some of the team stats tonight. Knicks shooting damn near 50% from the field, 42 from Miami. Knicks 38% from three, getting it back to respectability. 13 to 34 from downtown. Free throws, 72% from the line. Still not where I'd like it to be, but they got it done when they needed to. They won the rebounding battle, Al, very important, 50 to 34, although they did not win the second chance points battle, which they lost 23 to 13, I believe. What was the second chance point? Second chance points, 21 to 12. They lost the second chance points battle, 21 to 12, which has been a trend now for Miami now, I believe, over the last three games. I believe this is 3 games in a row. The Knicks have lost the second chance points battle. Which again, they got to watch that, especially when they go to Miami for game 6. They got to keep these guys off of the glass and limit the damage from deep. Got to. 27 assists for Miami, 23 for the Knicks. I thought the ball movement was, they were moving it well when they needed to. So they got the job done there. Again, 19 turnovers for the Knicks of 29 heat points. You can't have that. You cannot have that. You have to clean that up. Knicks have been getting killed in terms of turnover differential in this series. And I think it's part of that Miami Heat defense really speeding them up and forcing them to make some bad decisions. And, you know, they've just got to stay patient. Still, yes, you still need to make quick decisions, but you have to play smart. And a lot of the times the Knicks just have not been playing smart. They started off this game badly, you know, in terms of decision-making. So they got to clean that up. Points in the paint, pretty much even, man. 42 for Miami, 40 for the Knicks. 16 fast break points for the Knicks to 9 for the Heat. How about this? 30 fouls for the Heat to 19 for the Knicks. What you thinking about some of these stats, man?
Well, I like the fast break points because we've been moving pretty slow, and Miami's been able to beat us out in transition. So that's the one that really popped off to me outside of the rebounding battle, because rebounding has been pretty close the last couple of games, or Miami has been winning it. So to finally see the Knicks back on the good side of the rebounding battle is what you want to see. It's the second chance points, though, because as you noted, 21 to the 12, that's usually where our bread and butter is. but not tonight. But hey, the 3-point shooting is definitely where it needs to be, because when the Knicks are able to create that space, they bust the zone. And as we noted with Randle's hot shooting in the third quarter, that helped everyone be able to get back downhill. And the fact that you're just able to create more space for everybody else to attack and give even Mitchell Robinson the ability to go get his points, like even the 8 points that he got tonight, that's from spacing. Like with RJ being able to drive, draw the double team, and then get that nice bounce pass to Mitchell Robinson for the dime. That's the stuff that you wanted to see from the Knicks overall to create that type of spacing. So I thought the spacing was good based off the help of the 3-point shot tonight. But overall, Knicks just played a solid game overall. The turnovers got to drop. Obviously, I want to see better ball movement, but timely passing is better than just seeing more assists,
Yes.
So overall, solid game from the Knicks. Here's something though. I wanted to do a little bit of calculation here to see where we got, how the big three did tonight with Barrett, Brunson, and Randle. They took 52 shots as a collective between those three. They made 27 from the field. So they shot 52% between the big three. From three now, they took 25 between the big three. That's Brunson, Barrett, and Randle once again. They took 25 threes. They hit 11. They went 44%. When you got your big three doing that, it makes life a little bit easier for guys like Quentin Grimes, Mitchell Robinson, and hopefully the second unit can get back on track. I feel like you still need to stagger that though. Even if you put Randle out there with the second unit, I know Brunson, because he's the guy who can just operate, and just be the head of the snake. But
I like Brunson this time with these guys, you know. And then obviously as the second quarter drew on, it became more and more clear that, well, he's not just being staggered, he's playing the entire game. So, but I still like that, and it was important because they had their best. They started to turn things around at that point in the second quarter. Because remember, how the first quarter ended, Miami, again, the mistakes were piling up, and Miami was taking a charge. So it was a good job by the Knicks, man, to really counter that into the second quarter. And that was led by Brunson. Knicks were down by 10 going into the second quarter. Definitely remember that. They were down by 10. So when they kept Brunson in the game, they were able to come back, ultimately get this thing back into it, and they ultimately took the lead. So just a great gritty job by him, despite all the injuries and all that, man. He just had a classic Brunson night. Shout out to Devin DiPiero, Fanchise channel member, $10 super chat, says, let's go. Got a Knicks win. We ain't done yet. Brunson got that dog in him. In Captain Clutch, we trust. Salute to him, man. Let's go to disc. Oh, we lost J Cal again. I don't know what happened to J Cal. All right, we lost J Cal again. Real quick housekeeping, Daniel, go full screen on me real quick, because as we talk about the towels not being in the building at Madison Square Garden, I got towels. I got towels to the people, man. Just as we did in the Knicks versus Cavs series, man, we have more towels straight from Madison Square Garden, man. You have the all-in, all-one towels, and you have I got the Go New York Go towels. And then I also got the 50th anniversary of 1973 championship team. They handed out towels that night, gold towels. I have it on me right now, but I have a couple of these. Just like the last promotion, the first 10 people to make a purchase on the KnicksFanTV store, shop.KnicksFanTV.com, is going to get a towel from the building, from Madison Square Garden. So we're giving you a chance to be a part of the action. These tickets are very expensive. Some of you are from out of town, far and away, that can't get to the Garden. So we're giving you guys a little piece of history, man. These towels that they've been handing out at the Garden, man. So like I said, first 10 people make a purchase on shop.KnicksFanTV.com will get a towel, man. Okay.
J Cal in the chat. J Cal in the chat said,
what did he say?
He said, Discord no good from Abu Dhabi.
Okay. So J Cal's in the UAE, man. So okay. He didn't get it. He did not get it. Reek in the chat says, thanks for the shirt, CP. Yeah, so on the last giveaway, we did either towels or shirts. So, you know, they had the playoff shirts also that they put on the chair. So we gave some of those away. And then they had, I caught from every game I went to, I caught like a shirt from the bazooka, from the little Gatling gun that they shoot out from the shirt.
Oh, nice.
I got a couple of those. So I did give those out as well, man. So we give a couple to the people, man. Make them feel closer to home, man.
There you go.
Yeah. Shout out to Jconz, $50 super chat says the Discord is not working from Abu Dhabi and the UAE. Great win. Brunson playing 48 minutes is Pete Thibs. He's writing the RJ apology right now. Cal is writing the RJ apology right now from Abu Dhabi. He will send it with a messenger pigeon to arrive from Madison Square Garden in time for Game 7. Cal checking in from the UAE. What time is it over there, by the way, Cal? What time is it over there?
I don't know, but that carrier pigeon's gonna be tired as Brunson playing 48 minutes to go over the Atlantic.
That's right, man. That's right. And shout out to Cal, man. Still tapping in. Okay, who else we want to hear from? I see some people on the Discord. I just want to get to some newer folks here. Okay, Doc on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic, Doc. Do we have Doc on the Discord? Doc going once.
Yeah, you hear me?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
All right. I mean, wow, like New York. Love to just stress out while watching these games. Yeah. Like you like to say, cardiac Knicks. First quarter was really abysmal. Was kind of like we was just, I don't know, we got like a shot in the arm in the second quarter, and then we just took off. And then we had this, I believe it was a 19-point lead was the highest we got to.
The highest
15?
highest lead we got to, I believe, was 19. Let me just double check real quick.
I think the theme of 19. The Knicks right now and all this season has been like, we can beat anybody and we beat ourselves. And sometimes through the Cleveland series too, we kind of just, we took a step ahead. We were really just like right there to put the finisher. And we just almost like we never really finished the game. Like we always feel like we got to be up more than just 10, more than just 15. We feel like we should be leading more in some of these games.
Yeah.
And it's like we just take our foot off the gas for some reason. And with this Miami team, when I seen us at least force a couple turnovers in the first quarter, I was like, okay, the theme from Game 5 to Game 4 is different. Yep. We were making so many mistakes in Game 4 in the first quarter alone that it was like, we can't win a game like that. Yeah. We can't do that. And it was like we were beating ourselves. And we just gotta as long as we pick up our own slack, we can scrap against any of these teams. Miami, we knew it was gonna be a dogfight, no matter if they were an 8 seed. We knew they had Spo. We knew they had a coach that was gonna give us a hard time. We had to hit the shooting around. The Miami finally looked like the Miami of old, the regular season team. Nobody could hit a shot on the other side from behind the arc for the first half. We really did a good job finally kind of holding our own. Like I said, we got a shot in the arm. The crowd really did do that for us too, I believe. And we just got to take that with us down to Miami, and we have a chance. And I've been telling everybody, one game at a time. I think New York was still kind of riding that Cleveland hangover. We was kind of just, we took a step back. We really did take a step back. We're kind of beating ourselves. But I'm gonna wrap that up. I appreciate you guys having me on the call. Appreciate what you guys do. Everybody, give them a like, give them a subscribe. I just actually joined the channel membership too. So let's ride it out, guys. New York, all the way. Let's go.
Salute, man. Let's go. Big win. Big win. Daniel, let me know. Okay, Daniel says he has them all. He's got all the post-game clips. So let's start off with Thibs on Jalen Brunson. Let's go to Thibs on Brunson. All right, we're gonna go to sound bites.
How about the performance Jalen had?
Yeah, what can you say about the guy? He's just incredible. You know, all-around player, great leader, great toughness, mental toughness, physical toughness, ability to think on his feet, ability to lead, ability to connect with people, to bring the best out of people. That's what makes him special, and it's play after play.
All right, that was Thibs on the play of Jalen Brunson, man. spot on. What can you say? Backs against the wall. He didn't like how he played in game 3. Game 4, he comes back with 34. Game 5, he comes back with 38 in 48 minutes. Bum ankle, hand still wrapped up. Not sure where he is with the foot injury, but he's gritty, man. He's gritty, bro.
I don't know what that ankle treatment is, but he was hopping around. He was light as a feather out there, man.
Yeah.
I need that type of treatment after I play pickup.
Still taking charges, getting smacked around all over the place.
That's what you got to love about him.
On the line, man. He puts it on the line, bro.
That's what you got to love about him. That's a true competitor right there. Nothing. He doesn't think he's above any small task for the game of basketball. That's what makes him a leader. That's when you watch him out there and you're like, if he's taking charges, we watched Joel Embiid get that block shot yesterday, right? Against the Sixers, against the Celtics in the fourth quarter, just chasing back, making that extra hustle effort as they were losing as their lead was starting to diminish. Those are the type of plays that gets everybody hyped up when your leader is making those type of efforts. How do you not want to play 10 times, above your level when you watch Jalen Brunson doing all those small things? He's just a leader, man. Absolutely a leader. But I got a question for you, though, because Brandon Guest asked us in the question.
Shout out, Brandon.
Yep. Shout out to Brandon for being a channel member. He said, at this point, do we even want IQ back in this series?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. We need quick. We need you, man.
Yeah.
8 points off the bench is not going to get you a W in Miami. I don't see it. Unless you're getting a 40 from Julius and Brunson.
It's not 8 points off the bench is not great whatsoever, but at the same time, you just need another ball handler out there, right? You need somebody who can create it. And look, we start seeing Grimes, his 3-point shot started to fall tonight. He looks like he's getting back into rhythm. It just takes some of these young guys time in high pressure moments to figure out it's just another game. And you just got to slow it down a little bit more and be patient. And quick, you saw some good games against Cleveland. You just need to let him just work it all out, man. Some of these guys it just takes him a couple of games, unfortunately. And you can even say the same thing for Randle, right? He's coming back, just trying to figure everything out for himself. But some of these guys just need to take some of these games, get it under their belts, and just say, okay, it's just another game. Let me go out there, do what I have to do, and earn that confidence. Once you start getting confidence, look at the Miami Heat role players. Playing above their level right now, especially when they're down on their home floor. The way they were just shooting the 3-ball, you look at Max Strus, the way he was starting to shoot tonight, you're like, oh my goodness, can this guy just stop? But he has the confidence, right? He's taking that jump shot with confidence, believes he's going to drain it. Same thing with Duncan Robinson. You have to give those opportunities for your young guys. And so for Emmanuel quickly, even though he was struggling, you needed to come back and work those things out.
True indeed. True indeed, man. Speaking of Quentin Grimes, Daniel, let's go to Quentin Grimes on his big steal against Jimmy Butler late in this game. It's courtesy of SNY Videos, man. Quentin Grimes.
In that play, end of the fourth, when you twist your ankle, get back up, somehow kind of stave off Jimmy's drive. What was your thought process of trying to scramble and get back there, and how much pain kind of were you in that moment?
Yeah, I had to just bang my knee on the screen, but, it's the playoffs. You got to do whatever you can to win. It's what you live for. It's what you watch as a kid, so I knew I was hurt a little bit, but it's not going to stop me from doing whatever I can to either get a stop or just disrupt the play. And that's luckily I came up with the steal, so I just knew how to just fight through it and do whatever I can to help the team get a win.
Survival of the fit, man. Endurance, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's a different animal. It's a different animal, man. You're fighting for your basketball life. You're fighting for, there's bigger, more important things in sports, but you're fighting for your basketball life in the playoffs. And this is what a lot of these younger players on this team are learning. Grimes, RJ getting his second series in, Julius bouncing back, having a good one. Brunson, he's been battle tested. He went to the West Finals last year. He's seen what it's like, so he understands the magnitude of things. You know, it's not easy, not easy. And when they talk about type of treatment that these guys are getting around the clock just to get ready to play a 48-minute game, you know, they're really putting it out there. Everybody's hurt, everybody's banged up at this time of year, everybody's tired. But it's a physical and mental battle. And shout out to Quentin Grimes for not only getting that steal off the injury, getting the winning the jump ball. And that was great. Great experience for him, man. Knocked down a couple of threes that we needed. Big minutes for Quentin Grimes. So shout out to him.
And think about it, CP. Unlike last week where you had the game, what was on Tuesday, right? And then you had that long layoff from Tuesday all the way to Saturday. Now, this week, you're playing Monday, you're playing Wednesday, then you got Friday. So for all these injuries, you talk about around-the-clock treatment. After their presser, they're probably getting treatment right now before they go home or being sent home with something like, hey, you got to do this, X, Y, and Z. Or they're waking up early the next day to make sure they get that treatment so that way within the next 48 hours, they're ready and good to go. That is that. You want to talk about playoff intensity. It's not only what you see on the court. It's all the preparation off. So if they got to do practice, put up shots, all this, you're talking about around the clock type of work just to get ready for this type of level. And, you know, for guys like Grimes, RJ, it's just earning your stripes, right? It's like, okay, how do I manage? Because I've read so many articles in the past where they talk about the rookie wall, and it's like getting ready to go to play that many games, your diet, the sleep, the preparation, the work, everything, the travel that goes into it. It's just takes another level from college, right?
Yeah.
Well, now add the playoffs, add the quick turnaround time, add the intensity, add all of those other elements to it. And for these guys, it's just learning on the fly, oh, this is what's needed out of me moving forward. So, you know, for them, this experience is so important for their careers moving forward.
Absolutely, man. Let's go to the podium. Here is RJ Barrett on tonight's matchup, man. Daniel, let's play his thoughts on the minutes and then his thoughts on Mitch back to back. Let's go to RJ at the podium. We got the RJ.
Jalen, even in an elimination game, it's unusual for somebody to play all 48. Did you and Thibs mention anything about that before the game, or just the way it happened?
The way it happened. Nothing was said at all. Whatever it takes. It feels like you guys kind of threw everything into that game. Guys playing 48 minutes. He looks banged up. What does it take to now do this 2 nights from now again?
It's playoffs. I mean, their guys are playing a lot of minutes too. That's just what it is. You got to kind of scratch and claw and do whatever you can to win the game.
They go to the intentional foul. What's your first thought as you're stepping in the line?
I'm knocking these down. I'm knocking these down. Yeah.
You get offended because were you offended? Or?
No, I was not offended at all. Part of basketball.
Yo, shout out to the block that's sponsored Mitchell Robinson, man. That's my dude.
Oh my God.
That's my dude, man. What a character.
He is such a character, man.
Oh my Lord.
What was your thought? I'm knocking him down. I'm knocking him down.
Shout out to Mitch, man. Shout out to Mitch. That's my dude, man. Great energy. But can we go back to the RJ jacket, Daniel? Pull up that RJ jacket, man. Let's pull up this RJ OVO jacket.
So you do know the brand. Okay.
The latest release by, well, he's got that obnoxious owl, you know, gigantic on the chest. But man, oh man, that is a nice jacket, boy. That's a nice one. Daniel, see if you got the RJ, maybe just pause the RJ clip so we can get a close up on the jacket, man. That is fresh. I need me one of those, man. Look at that. Now they could get rid of the owl. That's ridiculous. See what I would do. I'd throw the KFTV logo on there. I think that's what I'll do. We'll throw the KFTV logo on there.
There you go.
and make it better. But boy, that jacket is fly. Salute to them.
Don't you got a jacket like that with the KFTV logo?
I do.
I
got my own. But I'm greedy.
Oh my God.
I like the
so
one
greedy, man. Share over here.
I do got my own. Man. Shout out to the Knicks chick, man. She takes care of me, man. How much?
JD and I over here like, yo, where are we getting the tracksuits? Where are we getting these jackets?
Soon enough, man. I got a lot going on, man. There's a lot planning, man. We just got Bleacher Report on board. We're working them behind the scenes. But shout out to RJ on the jacket, man. I don't know how much Drake is going to be taxing for on these. If somebody's got Drizzy's number, man, send it to me on the text. Drizzy, see what's going on, man. I spent a lot on Ronnie's jackets. Drizzy probably wants a stack for these. That's why you got to make your own now. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
That's why I make my own. Because I'm like, why am I spending all this money on these guys' stuff, advertising for them, when I got my own stuff? But I do like RJ's jacket, man. That one is fine. Somebody said it's like $8. This one looks like a new one though.
That does look new.
I
think the owl was on the back too. I think that was. You know who has one? I think Triple M has one.
Wow, Triple M. Yeah, he is a fly guy. Yeah. Somebody said it's 900. Are these old or are these new? The one RJ got on looks like it's new. Yeah, Ghost Kid said it's new. Yeah, 900. Jersey's wilding. I think for the jackets that Kith had, they were like 250 for some of them. Even that was a stretch. And then you got the big Kith logo. Like, I don't know. I'm not even a fan of that. I like the jacket, but like, and get those logos off there. Put the KFTV joint on it.
What was it? It was like the one 2 years ago that they did for like the 75th, and they had that crazy gem on. I think you got that jacket. You got the warm-up jacket, and they got that crazy 75, 75th. It's like, yo, man, what?
A little too gaudy. A little too much, man. Yeah, Jersey's going crazy, man. He's trying to capitalize on the hype, man. He's encroaching on us over here.
Shout out to Jeff Hamilton. Is he a Raptors fan? Who does he root for? Is he a Raptors fan? Is he a Kentucky fan? Is he a LeBron fan? Is he just a fan of everything?
He's just a bandwagon guy. If Knicks make it to the finals, you'll see Drake in Celebrity Row.
Good Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Jeff Hamilton, he makes classics. The one that Jeff Hamilton made for Fat Joe. Fat Joe's Knicks jacket that Jeff Hamilton just made is ridiculous. He wore it to, what was the game I was at? Game 3 or 4 against the Cavs. Joe rocked that one. Yeah, the Jeff Hamilton joints. Jeff Hamilton now made the famous one he made was, a lot of the jackets that he makes are famous, but the one that a lot of people remember is the Kobe jacket. When Kobe won, I think it was his second championship against the Pacers or the Nets, and he was in the bathroom with the trophy and the jacket. Yeah, those are the Jeff Hamilton ones. Jeff Hamilton makes insane jackets.
You know who also has a Jeff Hamilton jacket for the Knicks? Jeff Hamilton jacket. A supporter of the show, Greg Armstrong, has one.
Shout out to Greg. Man. Did he just hit you up with that?
No, actually, if you go to his profile pic, I remember him posting it on IG. I'm like, yo, that jacket's fire.
Yeah,
he's got it.
Shout out to Jeff Hamilton. I'm gonna have to do something for the people, man. I know Jersey's gouging us with the prices, man. I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, just give me a little time, man. Just give me a little time. I'm a little caught up with the season and stuff like that, man. Just give me a little time. Yeah, Daniel, Google Jeff Hamilton Kobe jacket, and it'll come right up. Knicks hysteria hitting a fever pitch, man. Everybody's into it, man. I even had my mom call me this morning, bro, or yesterday, wondering about the series. No, it was this morning. He's like, is this it? Is it going to be over after this?
Oh, wow.
My mom's even concerned. Has no idea what's going on in any sport. You know what I mean? The thing my mom always asks me is, did your team win? That's how much my mom knows about sports and my affiliations. Doesn't care. Hey, did your team win? No, Mom, we lost again. Okay, all right. Well, next time. So even my mom's called me this morning. I go to the dentist. The lady cleaning my teeth, 60-year-old lady. She's like, are the Knicks going to do it? She's literally grabbing my arm, bro, shaking me in the chair. Are the Knicks going to do it? I said, yeah, lady, we're going to get it done. Now clean my teeth so I can get out of here and get the postgame.
I don't know if you're talking about my day or what, because I went to the dentist today too. I did.
Did they ask you about the Knicks?
No, they did not, because the hygienist that usually cleans my teeth was not there, but she usually asks about the channel. She's like, oh, you do this. I was like, how's the Knicks doing? I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks for entertaining this.
Yeah.
Even though I'm out here in Boston, but my mom also a big supporter of the channel.
Nice.
It's like, she's like, she doesn't really keep up. She was like, did the Knicks win the other day? I was like, no, Mom, they did not win the other day. But thank you for caring. Big supporter of the channel. Bought the hoodie and the KFTV dad snapback.
Nice. There you go, man. It's nothing like it, man. It's just like, when I was talking to Gus Johnson about it, man, it's nothing like playoff basketball when the Knicks are good. It just takes me back to my days as a kid, man, when you used to just you walk around the city, you walk around wherever, and that's all people are talking about. That's all Sunday, 1 o'clock. That's all you're looking forward to. When church is finished, you're rushing home to get to the TV. You go to Nobody Beats the Wiz. You're trying to get home for 1 o'clock game. You go in there to get your CDs, get your tapes, and you're trying to get home to watch the game. It's and summertime is coming up. It's getting warmer outside. It's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it, man. But anyway, we've been reminiscing. But back to it. Smacky on the Discord. Smacky, go ahead. What's your comment?
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How you feeling?
Yo, first time caller. I've always wanted to call.
Yeah.
I've been a Knicks fan for 2 years.
Nice.
Always watched your show, even from the beginning.
Okay.
I want to say shout out Quentin Grimes. That was inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, like people said, that's going to be a moment marked in Knicks history if we win this series. Shout out RJ Barrett. He's playing great. Shout out Jalen Brunson. He's probably the best player of all time. Julius Randle. I have my thoughts on him. I had a lot of hate in my heart with him last night. I felt a lot of rage towards him. And I wanted him off the team. I'm not going to lie. I was texting my friends, send him to China. I really wanted him off.
Okay.
But he put up a respectable game today.
Yeah, I thought he was great.
I'll see how I feel in the next few games. See if he puts up some good numbers. I've just always wanted to call KnicksFanTV. Shout out Knicks. Shout out Brooklyn. Shout out Clyde Frazier. Shout out CP. Shout out Alex.
Yeah.
I love y'all guys.
Appreciate
Peace
it.
out.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Smacky on the Discord, man. He's been a fan for 2 years. You've been rocking with us, so appreciate the support, man. To the phones, man. Let's go to is that Shameek? Shameek, are you there?
I'm here, man. Blessings and positive vibes.
Blessings and positive vibes, brother. Talk to us, man. What's good?
So listen, man, it's a wonderful game tonight. Monster Mitch came through in the clutch. Mitchy, no snitchy, no doubt.
Yes,
Jalen Brunson, a spectacular game. RJ Barrett, let me be the first. I've been riding RJ kind of hard. I wasn't sure. But for the last, 7 games, once he turned it around in Cleveland, he has been balling out. Julius Randle, he did a whole lot better than he did last game, definitely. If he could keep that same energy or go a little bit higher, we will be all right. Shout out to Quentin Grimes, clutch plays, defense, all of that. Josh Hart's going to get it together. I believe he's going to pull it together next game. Our bench is decimated, man. We need some points. We need something coming from the bench. But other than that, orange and blue skies, Game 6, Friday night. Peace, blessings, and positive vibes. Y'all be easy.
Yes, sir. Shameek from North Carolina. Shout out to Shameek, man. Peace, blessings, and positive vibes, man. And we haven't heard from our friend Robert Randolph yet, Al.
No, we have not.
I was expecting him to take me to task on my Julius comments from the last game. Where's he at?
I don't know, man. He did try to retweet me when I gave RJ some praise.
Yeah, he got at you. He did get at you, man. What happened?
He did. I think he was trying to think I was giving shade to Julius by just complimenting RJ for saying that he's showed up. I'm like, he was like, RJ can drop 20, but then allow 20. I'm like, what? RJ's been pretty consistent, actually. I think his defense has been much better than during the regular season, this playoff stretch. But I was quite an interesting take, nonetheless. He was just in his feelings, man. You know, like he wants to see Julius do well. He can't see other guys. He can't allow other guys to shine, man. If Julius is not shining, he has to put somebody else down. I don't understand it, Robert. I don't understand, man. Can't everybody eat?
I spoke too soon, man. Daniel, throw up the tweet I just dropped in the Zoom. Here he is. Robert Randolph. Here he is, man. Do it just to get there. He said, what'd he say? Let's see. Let's get to 18 minutes ago. Here he goes. At Tommy Beer, at Julito, at Michael K, at Stephen A, at KnicksFanTV. Julius wants to hear from y'all. And throws the clown gif in there. Okay. There we go. Shout out to him.
Robert, how did RJ do tonight, though?
Yeah, Oh yeah. Yeah. We should retweet and say RJ would like to hear from you, sir.
A little bit of hypocrisy on that side. I do say so myself.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get it. He's working on his sources for this offseason, so he's a little bit quiet. He can only get out his Julius tweet, and then he's back on the phones. He's trying to beat Woj to the next news. You know what I mean? He's trying to beat Shams to the next to the next blockbuster. So
incoming Michael Jordan coming out of retirement to play for the Knicks.
Actual factuals, man. So that's just what he's working on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's hear from Hassib. Hassib is king. Go ahead and close us out. Hassib is king.
CB, you hearing me, man?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
Hey, man. Just like you said about your mom, my mom was the same thing tonight, man. Knicks had the big lead. They cut down 2 points. She was stressing, bro. I told her, like, yo, this is cardiac Knicks. If you watch them all season, I'm used to it. So I was already calm about it. But this was a great win, man. I just like that they came out with the effort. I was wondering where that whole effort was the past 2 games. And I think they came out a little better in the second half, in the second quarter, at least. And honestly, I think what they really need to do is push the pace, especially with the second unit, because they'll take Miami longer to set up their defense. And I think if we play much faster, it can honestly help create a lot more open looks from 3 instead of this half-court offense we usually run.
Yes.
So I think that's something we should try to do more. And I just like that we played a lot better games from obviously Julius and then obviously RJ. It just keeps on doing this thing, man. But honestly, for the next game, we just want to play the same effort and tenacity we did tonight and just tighten up on the defense. I still think we're giving a lot of open looks on the 3-point for Miami. We're giving Butler a little too much respect because he's not a shooter. He's really not. Like, he'll make a jump shot here and there, and I would live with that. I'd rather live with obviously a 2-pointer than a 3 from Kevin Love's corpse, Kyle Lowry's corpse, or even Max Strus and everybody. I'd rather have Butler just shoot these tough jumpers. But overall, man, I love the effort tonight. And I think if they continue in the next game, we have a decent shot to win game 6. I'm cautiously optimistic. But listen, man, if we win game 6, Miami better watch out, man, because that Garden is going to be crazy.
It's gonna be on tilt. No question about it.
Yep. Thank you for having me, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Julius Randle was asked about making the All-NBA team. And here's what RJ Barrett had to say, man. Speaking of Julius, Daniel, let's go to that clip.
Julius, I know a lot happened after, but what was it like being named to All-NBA third team?
It's obviously it's a great honor. But it's a testament. Those things don't happen, without, the group of guys that we have. I said it all year. It takes the belief of, front office, coaching staff, and most of all, my teammates. They trust me to go out there every night and compete and play at a high level. And, I just thank God, man. It's a huge honor.
And RJ Barrett holding the money sign up. Yeah.
I want to know how much it is.
Another bonus.
We talk later.
All right. So RJ said, hey, it's money time. He got his money, man. I'm not sure how much the bonus is for making the All-NBA team. Well, congratulations to Julius, man. He cashed in on a lot of bonuses this year, man. All-star team, All-NBA. And he's getting his bag. Great job. He had a great game tonight, no doubt about it. Had a great game tonight. Yeah, put a steak or some ice pack on that eye.
Crazy that he didn't get a foul call for that, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Really crazy.
True.
But
True story.
also like his Knicks jacket. That was a nice one too.
Yeah, it's a nice one. It is a nice one, man. Let's read this All NBA team announcements, and I don't want to waste too much time reacting to it. We'll just read it. Here it is. First team: Giannis, Tatum, Embiid, SGA, Luka. Okay, second team: the Joker, Donovan Mitchell, Steph Curry, Jimmy, and Jalen Brown. And then the third team: Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, Dame Dollars, Julius, and LeBron. All right, so he's in good company there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good company there. Well, we'll get some time to react to these. It's been late, but congratulations, Julius Randle, man, and All NBA 13.
Absolutely, congrats to Randle.
Absolutely, man.
Going back to Brandon Guest, because he wanted to clarify the question on the whole quickly point. He wanted to know if it's worth playing quickly at this point in this series, considering that he's hobbled. So if he came back, do you still play him even though he's slightly injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playoffs, man. Can't wait. And nobody's hurt. Well, nobody's 100% at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You got to play him. You got to. You need a spark off the bench. We need something off the bench. Like I said, I don't think 8 bench points in Miami is going to cut it. You're asking for a lot of things to go well with your starters, a lot of minutes. We need quick, man. We need all hands on deck to get this done. They're on an uphill battle. Tonight was cool. You still got another one to get. And then another one. So you need quick, man. You definitely need quick.
Absolutely.
All right. Great show, though, man. Great show, Daniel. Let's hit the outro music while I read the rest of the super chats, man. Great job by the Knicks, 112 to 103, bouncing back. Kyle Turner, $10 super chat, says, need to see the Knicks play smarter in Game 6. Miami's like an A+ student. They don't beat themselves. Knicks can't depend on their mistakes. Knicks have to take these games. Julius still worries me. Gary Riker, once again, appreciate it. $20 super chat from I got that one. Chuck D, appreciate it. Gatsby456, $10 super chat says goes to show. Side chicks never win. Thibs went back to his main in Grimes. Shattered hearts in great win. One game at a time. Hart will be all right. Patrick Creary, thank you for the super chat. $20 super chat. Kelvin, $5 super chat says, yo, Brunson, RJ, Randle, Grimes, Mitchie, man. All these guys came to leave their souls on the court for the W. We back. What a pass by RJ to Mitch. Shout out to Sam Khan, $10 super chat says, we can beat the Heat this series, but we have to bring it full 48 minutes to the final 2 games. The Heat are low-key the dirtiest team in the league. I would trade a couple firsts for Spoelstra. Blade Pinnerhughes, $10 super chat says, salute to the gang. Great win. Playoff RJ is a thing. Shout out to John Shin, Fanchise channel member, big-time supporter of the show, says, let's go, boys. Let's go. Jay Ray, $10 super chat says, reaction to whomever said that this channel was lame, they're lame. Lifelong Spurs fan. I've been rocking with you guys since 2019. Shout out to CPJD and the Tradacast to keep it up. Great work, man. Shout out to Jay Ray, man. We don't worry about our haters. We keep it rocking. This is the #1 show for the fans by the fans. Drew Gunner, appreciate it. Daquan Tillery, welcome to Fanchise channel membership. StockChasers, appreciate it. Smooth Will, appreciate it. Shout out to Doc, welcome to the Fanchise channel memberships. I missed that one. Shout out to Doc. Who else do we got in here? The Rare Edition, $10 super chat says, absolutely gritty performance. Finish with passion and purpose. Game 6, we seek retribution. Let's save the season. Let's go, Knicks. Shout out to Jay, $5 super chats. A shout out to the play-by-play coverage. KFTV has been everything to me in tough times. 80's call on Grimes play gave me goosebumps. Shout out to Jay. Hoodies Vintage, send out super chats. His gut check win. We need to bring the same energy and effort in Miami. I wish we stopped allowing so many threes with coverage scheme. Hashtag shop Hoodies Vintage if you want that exclusive fire. Knicks in 7. Shout out to Will Hooper, Fanchise channel member. Since we flipped the script on Spoelstra, he had no answers and even resorted to a Hack-a-Mitch. Kaiju K says, keep it up. Okay. All right, man. Once again, remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. Catch us on all the major podcast platforms. And we will see you later. We will see you later for our Game 6 preview, man. Knicks are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned for that, man. Game previews have always been very insightful to break down what's going on in the series. So look out for that. And we'll see you guys next time, man. Al, great show. Daniel, JD, great show. Gambo, Tyler, everybody, great show, man. Peace.
Here comes Jimmy Butler and the double screen. No call. Here comes Caleb Martin. Grimes is down. Grimes is hurt. Martin, 10 seconds in the shot clock. Grimes is hurt. Butler, 5 seconds. What toughness for Quentin Grimes. He gets the turnover, and he's still limping. He's not right, and he fights. Barrett drives. Alley-oop. No good. Randle gets the ball in the corner. Randle is trapped to Grimes. And the Knicks are going to call the timeout. That might have been the highlight of the year. Quentin Grimes hyperextends his knee. Was this a Willis Reed? Grimy time for Quentin Grimes on defense. Wow.